friends, today is very exciting because I am hosting a reseller meetup with some of my reselling friends. Usually we just do kind of happy hour social events. This time we're actually doing like a strategy planning session so people can come and actually think about their business. When you're a reseller, typically you're doing this job alone. And so it's helpful to like think of your other resellers in your community as colleagues. And so that's what I'm hoping today we'll be able to achieve, kind of facilitate some strategy planning because next year is just around the corner. So because I know a lot of you who subscribe to my channel are resellers, I will make these planning documents available for you guys too in case you want to do your own strategy session with people in your community or on your own. It's never too early to start thinking about next year. So networking is one of my very favorite things to do, as you guys probably can imagine, because I'm highly extroverted. So I can't wait to get in there and see everybody today. So for all the meetups that we do, we usually have name tags where people write their name and their like social media name, so their Instagram handle, and then I made these conversation starters just because I know sometimes it can be hard to start networking with people, especially all of us post-pandemic. I feel like we're still getting back into the groove of things, and so these are really helpful for people to kind of spark conversation. So these are the documents I put together, kind of split it into people who have antique booths, people who are primarily e-commerce, knowing that some people are going to be both. And then another one that I'm putting together is just for content creators, but I think most of the people coming today are definitely going to fall into these two categories. And then I also printed out a cheat sheet that I developed like 2 years ago now, I think, that actually is available as a sign up for my newsletter. But I brought this in case anyone needed a little bit of a primer on video, because I know a lot of people are going to be focusing on video next year. So the meetup was really great. It's always fun to connect with other resellers in the community. Next, we're going to go to Stars Antique Mall because it's just right down the road. And of course, what do we love to do most? Source. We're going to do it together today. So here's the group. There's Taylor and Emily. So look at these Kokeshi sake bottles. They're $12. Everyone's trying to convince me into them, but I gotta get a handle on my collections. And I feel like this would deviate into a whole nother category. The cutest little needlepoint stool. It is $38. So there's definitely still margin, and being so short to the ground, this would be really easy to ship. It's not super big. But I'd like to pay a little less for it, but I really like this like purpley color. It's very hot right now. Emily found a shirt and she says someone needs it, but not her. But that collar is, Emily. It's epic. You love a loud shirt. Is it not, it's not cropped enough? A little too loud. This is a very cute art on board. It is $8, which is a really good price. It's definitely more amateur, but I really like the cherry blossoms. Okay, so this is amazing. So Taylor just found this. It's $12. She has another piece of art, and she also has this quilt. And she's finding all the good stuff before me. This is why shopping with her is always so maddening, but also fun. I mean, all in good fun, but also I'm very jealous because this is just amazing. So I just found this top, and the colors are so good. The sleeves are interesting. It's like that drop shoulder and the little buttons. I just don't know. Everything's so cropped now. That's what the style is, and this is definitely more tunic length. And let's see, how much is it? It's $40, so I'll have to think about it. This is so funny because I have a pillow with this needlepoint design, so it must have been one of those kits. It's $45. I really like it framed. The pillow is just sitting in my booth, but this is actually really cute as wall art. This floral is adorable. It's $42. I don't know if those are poppies. Maybe not poppies, but they're very cute. So the only other person that likes fish as much as me is Taylor. And these articulating fish are awesome. They're $78. So I won't be getting them, but I'm going to show Taylor. So Taylor was a yes on the fish. Oh, and there's Bridget. Bridget filming. Dueling filming. So Kelly spotted that guy in the back for me, and it's $59, which is a really good price, but I'm trying to slow roll that collection. And so I'm gonna pass on it, but it might be a Christmas present at some point. So Mel found this, and guess how much for it? Tell us. $2. They're missing a 1 or something.
I like I said, I had Bridget confirm I wasn't seeing things.
It's so good. This is the cutest little butterfly wall basket. So it has bamboo there. It's $25. You hang it on the wall. It's adorable. I think because it's Christmas time and winter, I kind of like the scene of ducks or geese. It's $35. Very wintry and very adorable. So this is one of my favorite booths in the mall because it has all the amazing artwork, and I have bought pieces from this vendor before. This one, I love the 3D aspect of it. It's so cool. It's $75. So I just found this jacket, and it is beautiful, and the gals seem to like it. So I gotta find a mirror. It's $50. You guys know me in a tailored jacket. So we were all talking about how cute these ornaments are styled in these little bags. They just turn down the edges. So great prices on Christmas ornaments, $7. I have sold almost all of mine now, so I kind of need more before the holiday is over. So I'm considering these, and then this piece of art caught my eye because I think the colors are so vibrant. But that tear right there is, I mean, I'm not usually like deterred by damage, but it is $85, so I'll have to think about it. So you guys know I am trying to be better at glass, and this one is really interesting. It's actually a signed piece. It is $35, and it has a flower frog built in. This painting is wonderful. It is $95, and what I love most about it is it has the writing about what it is in the center. So Three Sisters Peaks, which if you're local, you're familiar with, and then the date. I love it. As I was waiting for others to check out, I saw this painting, and it's only $13, and I'm going to get it because I love these wintry scenes. So I'm in love with this Joy candle set, 20. Although these candle sizes would be hard for someone to find, so I'd have to send candles with it, but this Joy candle holder is adorable. So this booth is the booth of one of my reselling friends, Andra, and she has great stuff. Oh, there I am. There's me. Of course, I want this and this bamboo stand and nesting dolls and a lot of great stuff. I am considering this penguin because he's lovely, and this organizer. I saw a lot of these. I need to look at my last sale on this because this is $49, so I may have to bring that home too. And of course, I'm gonna get this little cutie pie from her booth. It's adorable, and you guys know me in Kokeshis, and this one's really fun because it's not wood. It's like a porcelain or resin, so it has a really fun shine. So I'm in the booth of my friends Heather and Brian, and this felted Santa is so cute. He is 14. That face is absolutely adorable, but they have great stuff that I always want. Like that painting is great. I've always liked that piece of art. And then this right here, I really like this because of course all the mauve. So you guys will recognize this booth probably because I always buy art in it every time I come here. And I think I may get this piece. It's really good framing, really good subject matter. It looks a lot like Dirtle Door, which is a place in the UK, but I don't think it's Dirtle Door because I don't think that's big enough. But it's only $20, so this is coming home. I also really love this abstract piece. I don't know what those numbers are meant to be. It's $35. This would be for me and not to sell. So I almost never find these in purple. It's $18, and supposedly purples, berry colors are gonna be really hot next year. So this would be right on trend. So I just found this needlepoint for $20. So I think I may have to get it. The frame is definitely a little distressed, but you know me, I feel like that adds to the charm. So I'm gonna have to get these Escher prints because my mother-in-law has always been a fan of Escher, and we went to an exhibit in Portugal, in Lisbon, and it was really great. So I don't know if I should just get one or both of them, because they're really good. Here's the other booth that I buy a lot from because it's so colorful and all the cool art. And even look at this tree. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's so cool. So yeah, I always comb this one because it has great stuff. So I just found this amazing rug. At least that's what the tag says. But I'm going to use that as a table runner. I mean, how great are these colors? And it's only $35. So this booth belongs to Irina, and she wanted to make sure that Taylor and I saw her fish dish because she knows we're in our fish era. And then she has some great jewelry pieces, and then this is really lovely. This handmade cup. I love the painting on it. Oh my gosh, and speaking of being in my fish era, look at this fish. I do have one wicker fish and a wicker whale. This is 20. Oh man, if it was like the natural wicker color, I would absolutely be getting it. Oh man, he's so good though. I feel like he could be turned into a very cool purse. I'm probably gonna pass on it and regret it, but it is very tempting. So I'm loving this needlepoint, but the frame I feel like is so intense. It's huge, but I have never seen a needlepoint that large. It's hard to kind of get the scale, but it's up really high, but it's actually a really, really big piece, and it's really well done. So we are in one of my reselling friends' booths, and last time I was here, I think I got a brass whale from him, but look at this tulip set. I have a very small version of this, and this is $125, and these are absolutely beautiful. And look at this vase, $78. The birds on the outside is the handles. Oh my goodness. This little caddy is the sweetest thing in the whole world. Oh my goodness. That's so cute. So cute. Let's see how much it is. 23. Oh. So Elva Ruth Riley. Oh, bless her. She made this little, maybe sewing kit thing. Oh, do I need this for my studio space to put all my small little like doodads in? Surprisingly, I do not have red swirl candles like this size. Now they're looking a little bit more orangey on camera, but they're definitely more red in person. They're $4, so I'm definitely gonna get them. So those trio rubbings are smaller than I've ever seen before. I have sold like the really, really big ones that are several feet tall. I really like these ones. I had no idea until one of you guys told me that people would go to grave sites and they would literally rub on the gravestones, and that's how these were produced. And I think that's just such a crazy idea, but very cool. But I guess that's, you're not allowed to do that anymore because it was degrading the stones, which I guess makes sense, but it was very popular back in like the 60s and 70s, I guess. Okay guys, it is the next day. We are in my studio space. I'm gonna go through some of the items that I picked up at that antique mall yesterday, and then I have some other pieces that I totally have forgotten to show you from my other haul videos. It was so much fun shopping with all my reselling friends, but I will say, shopping with that excited of a group makes for very loud background noise when I'm doing the thrift with me footage. So that part was challenging, but I would not trade it because being with other people who totally get the excitement and the hunt of what we do is just totally magical. So let's start with the stuff from yesterday at the antique mall. I thought this was lovely. Now I have seen this before when I've gone to that mall, and I've always passed on it. I think because the price point is $20, and that's kind of a high entry point in my opinion, but I figure if I am falling in love with this every time I see it, I probably should just bring it home. So this will be available on Etsy. So because the holidays are around the corner, I'm always keeping an eye out for potential gifts. And I found these framed Escher prints, and I was so excited because, like I said in the footage, my mother-in-law loves Escher, and my in-laws are very hard to buy for because they don't need anything. They have everything. They have hobbies, but they have everything they possibly could need for those hobbies, so they're very tricky to buy for. So I was really excited to find these frame prints because their home is very modern. They have a lot of chrome, and these should look right at home in their place. So yeah, really excited to find a matching set. So you guys really love the holiday Christmassy art that I put in my Etsy shop a few weeks ago when I did my holiday drop. So I'm on the hunt for more, and so I found this yesterday, and I thought it was really lovely. It's artist signed. It's just a very cheerful, like winter scene. So it's not just holidays, also can be winter. This could carry you through like January, February. So I thought it was a really great find, and this will be available on Etsy. So something I picked up for me, which I don't think I showed you guys on camera, was this little man on a stick. And I know this looks very silly, but in my reselling community, there's a lot of people that love finding these little wooden men. And so they can be as small as this, a little bit bigger, or they can be giant. One of my reselling friends just purchased a giant one, and I've always wanted one. So I think because we all follow each other and we see what each other gets excited about, then that then gets in our brains. And then we want what they want. So I was so excited to find this guy. He was in a case. He was in the case that also had the Staffordshire dog. So I passed on the dog and got this wooden man, which my son thinks is hysterical. So I'm gonna put him on a bookshelf, probably in my room. I might cut off the stick so that way he can actually like sit on a bookcase, because this is really long. But it just makes me giggle because I'm like, is this what kids played with before they had like iPads and real toys? Is this is it? This is as good as it got. This just cracks me up. I mean, although my son was really excited about it, so maybe there's something to this little like wooden man toy. But yeah, I was really excited to finally find one of these of my own. So another piece of art I picked up is this frame painting of what looks like Dirtle Door, but I don't know if it is because I can't tell if that cutout is bigger. I totally meant to look. So I'll put a picture on the screen and you guys can see if I was crazy or not. I have no idea at this moment if I am misremembering that place in the UK, but I thought this painting was lovely. Now it does have a flaw. It has a slit right there, but I've been picking up a lot of art that has tears, holes, and other types of flaws, and people don't seem to mind because frankly, it just adds to the history and the life that this painting has had prior to me getting my hands on it and then the ultimate buyer getting their hands on it. So I don't think that's a deal breaker because oftentimes you can't really tell unless you're looking that close, and no one is looking that close at your art in your home. So I thought this was really great, and this will be available on Etsy. So another thing I picked up for me is this amazing, what's supposed to be a rug, which I think would make an excellent table runner for the holidays. So I think this might be like a Scandinavian like design or pattern. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know, but it's definitely vintage. The fibers are really good. It's not like the, you know, I don't know, synthetic or acrylic fibers. It's kind of soft, but also feels very woolly. And I love the tassels here. And it's in really good shape. There's like a few little tiny flaws and maybe a pole here or two, but not anything that I can't, you know, get over. So I just think it's great. I love it. And I can't wait to get it on my table. Now, I would show you how it looks on my table, but my kitchen table right now is filled with all my son's kinetic sand. So fun for me. So at some point I gotta clear it off and put this on it and then style it for Christmas. So that is coming. When I do my Christmas video of showing you how I style my home for Christmas, this will hopefully be on the table at that point. And then you can see how it looks. But I was really excited about this. And then the final thing that I got at the mall was this adorable little Kokeshi from my friend Andra's booth. Can't wait to add this to my collection. I actually got more Kokeshis to show you because some of my other reselling friends lovingly gifted me some because I am known, of course, as the Kokeshi person. And so I can't wait to show you those. Another one I bought myself actually on Black Friday weekend, and this came from Tiny Brambles, so blame the owner. He knows I collect them. Who doesn't? And he's like, I think I have one you're gonna like. And like that bow and her little like short body killed me, of course. So I had to get this for myself. So my Kokeshi collection it's growing very, very, very quickly. So I got these two, and then the ones that I was gifted by my friends. Hold on to your hats. You may pass out, because I nearly did. So these are from Mel, who you guys saw in the footage. She's the one who bought that piece of art for $2. She found a mama and a baby. I mean, look at that. Here's her baby. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? The mama and the baby ones kill me, of course, because, you know, it's mama and baby, and you guys have heard me say this many times. Now that I'm a mom, I think that mama baby stuff is cute. I used to think it was gross. I was like, ew, that's so lame and dorky. It is adorable to me now. But speaking of adorable, look at this Kokeshi. She is teeny tiny. And that's not even the smallest, you guys. Look at this one. This one is even teenier tinier. And it has a little friend here, which you guys probably can't see. And then even smaller than that are, where did they go? Oh, here. Inside this vial, which is very dirty, which I will clean, are even smaller ones. So, what? Crazy, crazy. So I am so excited about these because you guys know me and minis, and these are mini Kokeshis. So Thank you, Mel, so much. I was so touched that you brought them for me. So she came to our meetup. Of course, you guys saw her in the shopping footage. And so yeah, I was really excited to get these. And then my other friend, Emily from Biome Vintage, who was at the meetup as well. She was working with me on it. She brought these two things because she knows, one, I collect wicker animals. And look at this frog. He has a purse, or she has a purse. Whoever has a purse. I have never seen a frog this size or one with a purse. So I was like, of course, so excited to add this to my collection. And then she knows I collect Kokeshi dolls, so she also got, this is a little dusty. I totally forgot to dust it before I showed it to you guys on camera. But she also gave me this one that she had found, which I have a Moody Kokeshi collection, which I don't show that often, so I'm gonna have to show you guys that when I do my video of like all my collections that I have that I'm planning for Vlogmas. But I thought she was so cool because she's on like a base with a ship in the background. So that's a ship if you guys can't tell. It almost looks like crosses, but it's a ship. So I thought she was very, very cool. Excited about this one too, especially to add to my black collection because my dark, moodier Kokeshis I don't find as often as the ones that are like pink and punchy like this. So yeah, I can't believe how many I've added in the last week or so. It's incredible. So if you collect anything, make sure you let your friends know, or the internet, because then your collection will just grow and grow and grow because everyone's so excited to find things for each other. I know as soon as I know someone collects something, I'm always on the hunt for stuff for them. So a couple more things to show you. Now, Julia, you guys may remember from one of my recent videos, I was able to get some great vintage stuff from her, some inventory because she was getting out of the business. Well, she did another round of that. And so I got this adorable hand-painted peg rack, which I guess could be for ties or jewelry since no one's wearing ties. And it has the two things on the back. So it's definitely handmade. It has all these details of where it came from. It actually is from Lansing, Minnesota, and not Lansing, Michigan. I got really excited thinking it was Lansing, Michigan, because I went to Michigan State University. That's where I graduated from all those years ago. And so that's in Lansing, well, East Lansing. So I was like, oh, Lansing, but it's Lansing. It says MN here, so apparently there's one in Minnesota too. Is it MN, Minnesota? I think? I don't actually know. You know, I don't know. Well, you guys can correct me down below. So anyways, this will be available on Etsy. I love it because it has that folk art painted. And this, if you can't tell on camera, is actually like turquoisey blues. I think it's coming off maybe a little green, maybe not. I can't tell. I'm losing the light of my studio space because it's getting towards not the end of the day, but end of the sun's day. So it's like 3:30. So, oh, and one more thing to show you. Okay. So I don't think I showed you this. So I got this from one of the other vendors at Curiosities, which is the antique mall I'm in. And so I went into her booth because I shop everybody's booths, and I was like, huh, I absolutely have to have this brass springy Christmas tree. Now it is missing the piece on the bottom. I think it was on maybe a stand at some point, but for me, I don't care because it stands flat on its own even like this. And I think it's just absolutely adorable and fun. So I won't be selling this. But I was really excited about it. When I saw it, it's just so unusual. Like the coil is really, really neat. So yeah, very excited to get styling in my studio space. I have all my holiday decor now, in the room. I just got to get it up on the tree and all my other surfaces. Okay, so that is everything I have to show you today. Thank you so much for shopping with all of us and for watching my haul video. If you're interested in more thrifting and decorating content between these videos here on YouTube, make sure you check me out on Instagram. Thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.